It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Dallas Mavericks. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Count the basket at the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Paul George to Horford. Won't go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Team foul number 1 for Utah.
Kenneth Faried trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. He was hacked. They let it go. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Faried. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
George to Green. Knock loose. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Paul George to Horford. Won't go. And the basket good at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Trying to cash in, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. To Harden. Has a look. Harden with a shot, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Can't connect.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
James Harden, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Redick with it. His team down 9. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. And he's going to the free throw line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Mo Bamba at the line. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. McConnell. That is great vision to set it up. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. James Harden, 3 for 4. Good start.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. To Danny Green. And the rebound comes down to Utah. Mo Bamba. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Dallas with the possession. To McConnell. Surveys the floor. George to McConnell. Down low, George. Paul George missed his first. That one goes.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Danny Green with the block. Can't connect from in close. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Mo Bamba. Kicks it around the perimeter to Bledsoe. Harden. He engulfed him that time. Nice pass to set things up. George. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
The assist from number 35, Kenneth Reed.
Short jumper stays out.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. He gets it. Strong finisher, Paul George. Clock runs out. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dallas owns the basketball. Rose to Green.
Screen.
Danilo Gallinari tips it. Mavs able to recover. Harden with the basketball. They lead it by 14. 4-3. Cleans it up. James Harden with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Defense making the ball carrier work. Off the assist.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Number 8, Danilo.
Rose into the front court. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Derrick Rose slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Number 16,
Lays it up and in.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Horford to Redick. Green. That no good, off the mark. Utah's got it. Nothing going here on that drive. Probing the defense. To Harden.
Switch the pick.
Good. Off a spin. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
The assist from number 8, Danilo Gallinari.
Mavericks with the possession. Derrick Rose, 3 for 3 in this first half.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Rose into the front court. His guys down big. Green. And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Defense, let's go.
Screen on your right.
Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
For 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Al Horford with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Fareed. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
It goes down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Number 17, J.J. Redick for the Dallas Mavericks. Shooting.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Al Horford snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Danilo Gallinari able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocked loose. Here's Harden with the rock. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
The assist from number 8, Danilo.
Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to...
The Jets. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Rose into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Eric Bledsoe. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Rose. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's Jazz ball. Bledsoe. Not that time. He missed it. Over to the right side. George gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Flushes it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Green. Rose. Jazz have it. Bledsoe slams it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
George lets it fly, and he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does two things. Number one, it creates distance in a hurry. Number two, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of his shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Knocked loose. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Beyond the arc for three. Well defended. Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Fareed. Gallinari off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor.
McConnell to Horford. Finish that. Harden in possession. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Easy path to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
From the outside, no good. To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. He's now 5 for 6.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
George knocks it down from mid-range.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle, oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Not that time. Runner's good there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw try, off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Jazz in command of this one. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
And count the basket inside.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Paul George to Rose. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Rose. Derrick Rose looking good. 4 for 5.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Bledsoe. Powell with the rebound.
Get it.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Knocked loose. Rose picked up by Seth Curry. To Mo Bamba. Off the mark. To Danny Green. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Has a chance. Shot by Curry, no good. Rose to Paul George. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Seth Curry to Mo Bamba. And the finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
No good. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Derrick Rose matched up with Seth Curry. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To the rim, lays it up and in.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocked loose. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Short jumper won't go down. To Seth Curry. From long range, off the mark. Horford to Green. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. George. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
And counted at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul George. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 3. Utah Jazz are in the penalty. Subbing in
Redick.
for Dallas. Number 17, J.J. Redick.
George goes to the right side. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
To Mo Bamba. Gets it in the left corner. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Number 8, Danilo Gallinari.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him.